Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this video. I am Richard Taylor, once again coming back with a short video. As you probably know by the caption, or you may not know, that the Wayne County Sheriff Department is now being investigated by the State Bureau of Investigation and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Now, as you know, for the past about 4 months, I've been doing videos exposing certain situations that the sheriff deputies and the sheriff and the Wayne County Sheriff Department as a whole has been involved in. Starting with my own targeting on New Year's Eve, where I was stopped and illegally detained, I guess I would say. But also after that, I received a call about a young lady named Brittany who was stopped by the police and subsequently punched in the face while she was on the ground in handcuffs, stopped by the sheriff, and she was punched, and that was caught on tape, and it was verified from non-legal sources who saw the tape that she was kind of mishandled. We also saw the one of the main catalysts probably for the investigation was the handling and the treatment of Mr. Anthony Williams, who was a teacher assaulted at the Southern Wayne High School basketball game a few months ago. That garnered statewide and local attention. We also did a video about a killing of a guy by the name of Spruill about 11 years ago by the Wayne County Sheriff Department, and how one deputy actually admitted to beating him unmercifully. Also, we have another instance, a little known instance, 2007, where a gentleman was beaten by the Wayne County Sheriff Department. Mr. Parker, 2017, Mr. Jerry Lee Parker was beaten, tased, and everything by the Wayne County Sheriff Department while in custody. There's so many instances. Wayne County Sheriff, once again, was also involved in the murder of a Jamaican immigrant about 10 years ago as well, in a quote-unquote drug raid. I did a video about that. There's so many instances that have happened, in the past and recently, and I once again, I wrote an entire book about it. It's called Blue Lights in My Review. But some of the nefarious and corrupt systems and the activities and actions and cover-ups and murders and plots and schemes and targeting and harassment and everything that has been going on in this city for centuries. Now, a lot of people don't know the history of the racism of Goldsboro, of North Carolina, period, but especially Goldsboro. I'm doing a research project for a guy that I'm doing a project with, man, and it's amazing how many white supremacists were born and lived in Goldsboro, and the impact that they had even on the Wilmington riots. Charles B. Aycock, Edwin Alderman, so many, Cameron Morris, and all of these people lived in Goldsboro. And so there's a spirit around here that is a murderous, is a do what I want type of spirit that needs to be eradicated. So of course, once again, like when I went to the sheriff's office about Brittany's case, they just put up this facade like you're not even coming in the office. What do you want? Yeah, if you do form a complaint, you just give it to us and we'll send it through our little chain of command or whatever. So it's been like that for too long, where people don't complain, and nobody's going to say that themselves are doing wrong or any one of their officers are doing wrong. So according to the investigation, there's a lot of people being investigated, including sheriff deputies, administration, also past and present employees. So to that regard, I don't know, what's going to come of this investigation. And, I would like to think that the voices of the people and the outcry, and even, you know, some of my videos has something to do with it, but I won't take credit for that. But what I do know is that now that we have the attention of an outside investigation, now is the time to cry even louder. So the reason I'm making this video is because, and it's funny because I have been working behind the scenes with a group of people who were actually in the process of trying to initiate or trying to solicit the federal and the state government to come investigate this Wayne County Sheriff situation. So fortunately, you know, it happened beforehand. I don't know who did it, who initiated, or just, you know, once again, just you can't do wrong for so long. That's just you know, God. That's just Bible, as they say. You know, that's, you know, God's going to uncover the crooked, and He's going to make the crooked places straight. So this is an opportunity that we have to make this crooked place straight. Once again, the sheriff, he's been invisible through all of these incidents of late, and, you know, non-accountable, you know, hiding behind, you know, the badge or whatever, or the position. So now that we have, you know, attention, I'm asking everybody. Now this is a solicitation. If anybody has had any instance, any adverse circumstance, any instance of, you know, wrongdoing at the hands of the Wayne County Sheriff Department, now is the time to speak about it. Now, if you don't know who to contact, you can contact me, because this is something that I'm trying to compile to add to their investigation. So we're going to put documented proof together of several instances that they may not even be investigating. So I'm asking anybody who has a situation that thinks needs to be addressed, that has a run-in, a wrongdoing, a harassment, an assault, unlawful detainment, whatever, to call me at 919-587-7782. Once again, it's 919-587-7782. Or you can message me, DM me on Facebook, Instagram, all of those things. Because now is the time, once again, where we have an outside ear, a bigger presence, a force that can, you know, clean this place up around here. And you see I'm holding in my hand, this is probably the last instance that happened. This is the obituary of Mr. William Lavani Ingram. And I'm going to do a whole video on his case, but this man was missing for 4 or 5 months until he was found in a field in Winston-Salem. His body was found in a field in Winston-Salem with all of his personal items and IDs missing. But the last people who saw him alive were deputies of the Wayne County Sheriff Department. And I'm going to get into that entire situation with an entire video because the story is just so outlandish. This is another cover-up. They refuse to release autopsy reports to the family, doctors' reports to the family, medical examiners' reports, police reports on anything dealing with this man. So I'm going to show you him again. This is William Lavani Ingram. Now, this is the last case, and I hope once again that they're going to investigate this. If not, we're going to bring this to their attention. But once again, I'm asking people, if you have any adverse circumstances with the Wayne County Sheriff Department, please reach out to me. And once again, 919-587-7782. Because the Bible says, cry loud, spare not, lift up your voice like a trumpet. Show my people their transgression. So we're going to try to show these people's, the federal investigation and the feds and the State Bureau of Investigation, the transgressions of Wayne County Sheriff Department. So once again, I'm asking everybody who has a situation that could add fuel to this fire that has already begun to ignite, to reach out, man. I thank y'all for tuning into all of the videos. And if you do want to see any of those instances, you can go back on this YouTube page. But I thank y'all for listening. Y'all have a blessed morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this video. Once again, this is Taylor House Publishing. We're going to bring the voice of the voiceless into the minds of the masses, man. Y'all take care.